Hello to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. Club. It's lunchtime and I'm down here on wharf number 6. It's the 1st of March and it's autumn here in Sydney. And autumn is, without doubt for me, one of the best seasons, if not the best season that you can ever experience here in Sydney. It's the season of blue skies, it's the season of warm seawater, it's a season of gentle breezes, and absolutely gorgeous. It's a gorgeous time of year. Anyway, let's go on a walk and talk. I'm down here on my lunch break, surrounded by seagulls who no doubt want to grab a piece of my lunch, but I won't let them. Well, I'll do my best because they're very aggressive down here, the seagulls. Anyway, the book summary that I want to go through today is an absolute cracker, another cracker, and it's called The Yes Brain. The Yes Brain, by a dual authorship, male and female. Daniel Siegel and Tina Bryson are the co-authors of this book entitled The Yes Brain. So what's this book all about? Let's go on a bit of a chit chat and see what we can learn, what we can glean from this text. And the author says here basically that people of all ages can best cope with life when they remain open to its challenges and opportunities. This is very, very important, we need to have a yes attitude rather than just simply hunkering down into defensiveness and resistance. How true is that? How many people do you know around you who spend their whole life being defensive and resist every invitation that you give them to go out, to do things, to travel, to learn, to grow, to develop? And you just wonder, why are they just holding back? Like, why do you want to live a life with the handbrake on everywhere you go and the valve half opened? You know, your calling in life is to live life at its fullest. And this book is all about showing us and encouraging us and calling us to let go of the handbrake, open up the valve to full, putting the toe on the accelerator and getting the pedal to the metal, and just going on the ride of your life. So the author here says that we need to develop and provide thoughtful ways for promoting the yes qualities of balance, resilience, insight, and empathy in our children. You know, for too long now, parents have spent far too much of their energy telling kids not to do this, not to do that, and it's not all that good for them, I guess, is what the author is telling us, where the effort and the energy that as parents we should be trying to instill in our children is to sample life, to do as much as they can, but to do it with balance, to do it in order to generate resilience, to do it in order to build insight and to build wisdom and knowledge, as well as empathy. Because unless you do as much as you can in life, you're not going to get very much out of life. So let's look at the structured points that come out of this book. The first structured point is to help children develop self-control as opposed to getting them to rely on external control for everything that they do. So one of the concepts that the author introduces, or the authors introduce in their writings, is the use of zones system, the use of a zone system for talking about emotions with children. And the zone system is broken down into 3 zones. The green zone is when children feel absolutely great, feel good about themselves, good about the environment, and good about the people around them. The red zone is when children are in a less resourceful state, when they're feeling anxiety, anger, and fear. And we've also got a blue zone where we also teach children to accept, acknowledge. Sorry, I was just getting a phone call there, interrupting my train of thought. And the blue zone is where we're looking at sadness or similar emotions. So it's all about compartmentalizing zones and emotions and letting children learn about them, appreciate them, and learn how to manage and leverage those different zones. So when we're in a blue or red zone, you can predict that emotions are threatening and basically getting the better of our children. So when they're in a blue or a red zone, one of the lessons from this book is to consider to get them to take deep breaths and to help them slip back into that green zone by building self-awareness and introspection, something that we all need more of and something that we can use later on in life, as well as use it on a daily basis to help others find balance in their lives. So how do we go about this? So the authors talk about the importance of adopting others' perspectives in order to help us. And when we adopt other people's perspectives, it allows us to change everything the way in terms of we look at things and the way they impact us. So the way we can adopt and we can teach children to adopt other people's perspectives is by trying to assume and imagining that you are someone else, like a neutral bystander. And when you look through their eyes, it's easy to neglect the interests and needs of others. But if you look through their eyes, it gives you a different perspective and it allows you to experience what they are experiencing. And it shows us that our actions could be neglectful and to the interests and the needs of others. So the authors talk about the importance of trying to be an observer and taking an observer's standpoint, where we can begin to see that a situation may not include a clear-cut right or wrong, and to learn to try and anticipate the consequences of our actions. Because each and every action has a consequence, but not only one consequence. It's got first, second, and third level consequences. And as adults, we need to be mindful of the impact that the words and decisions that we have are playing on other people, especially children or people who are not in a situation that is as resourceful and strong as the situation that we're in. And the other great point that comes out of this book, which I absolutely love, and it helps us put things into perspective and to understand that it's normal, absolutely normal, for children to be selfish. But you can help them outgrow it. A lot of adults, sadly, are selfish. You know, you think that they would have outgrown it, but they haven't been given the opportunities or the tools to learn how to outgrow selfishness. So research, according to the authors, suggests that the capacity for empathy begins to emerge quite early, sometimes even before 1 year of age. That's remarkable. I've never thought of it like that, but to think that a child, even before they're 1 year of age, can learn empathy. So as guardians, as parents, as grandparents, as friends and family, we can help children develop the skill of empathy. So one thing that we can do is work with the child to make or to move to yes brain state when they act calmly from an open attitude instead of a position of fear and punishment. We need to be partners in their growth and development as opposed to opponents. There's a big difference between being a partner and being an opponent with your children, friends and family. So we need to work with each other as best we can to move to the yes brain state. And the yes brain state is a brain state which occurs when you're calm, you're not stressed, you're not anxious, you're not fearful. So we need to get children to take some time to breathe it out. We even need to help our adult friends to learn to breathe it out and to get from an unresourceful state to a more resourceful state. And the way we do it is through experimentation. We get them to experiment with ways of showing care to others. We can do it through role play, in showing how people can confront bullies or confront people or situations that may occur in the playground, may occur in the work space, may occur in the family space. But the key points that we need to know as carers, parents and partners in their development is we need to make them feel safe. We need to make sure that they feel seen. We need to make sure that they feel soothed. And most importantly, we need to make sure that children, as well as people around us who feel vulnerable, feel secure. So I think that's it. Thank you very much for joining me on this wonderful journey today, on this episode of Jim's 5am Club, where we've tracked through some more learnings from another book summary, another awesome book summary entitled The Yes Brain from Daniel Siegel and Tina Bryson. So let's finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I'm well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, stay reasonable, and most importantly, let's learn to partner with our children, our grandchildren, and people around us, and help them get out of the defensiveness and the resistance a state of mind, and to move to the yes attitude by having a go, being willing to have a crack at things, and to know that the more they learn, the more they do, the more they are in a position to enjoy life and to have more confidence and more competence in future endeavours. So thank you very much for joining me on this lunchtime episode. I look forward to catching up with you again later on with another book summary to crank on through, where we can try and learn something new, something to help us get through the morning, get through the day, get through autumn on this 2021 year, and get us to the 25th of March, which is going to be a wonderful day with the 200th anniversary of Greek independence. So take care, let's be the wind beneath each other's wings, and enable us to learn as much as we can so that we can live, learn and pass it on. Yassas, take care, Filakia from Jim's 5am Club, and hopefully we'll see you later on today with another empowering message. Take care and bye for now.